Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining today. Thank you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Belgium student visa, the documents required, okay, to apply for a Belgium student visa and interview questions, alright. So this video is for you who wants to apply for a Belgium student visa, or for you who have already gotten admissions into a Belgian university, alright. So keep watching so that you enjoy this amazing episode. Now, if you are thinking, or let me say for those of us in Cameroon and Nigeria, there is a Belgian embassy in Cameroon, so it's not going to be any issue to Cameroonians, okay? It's also in Nigeria as well. So for those of us in other countries across Africa, Asia and Europe where we do not have Belgian embassies, please just take care of yourself and you move to the nearby embassy and apply for your student visa, okay? Now, I would also like to bring to your attention that the visa type you are going to be applying for at the Belgian embassy is called a student visa or a student visa type D, all right? It's either I call it a student visa or a type D student visa, okay? So that is the visa you are going to be applying for. And a lot of internationals still don't know that they will not be applying for this visa at the Belgian embassy. Yeah, it is the Belgian embassy that is responsible to give you a visa, but you are going to be applying for the visa at an office, and the people in charge are called VFS office, okay? They have a direct connection with the Belgian embassy. So where you are going to be applying for is at the VFS office, all right? And the visa type, I already mentioned that already. Now, you need to also understand that Belgium is a country in the European Union and a very big country for that matter. So their laws are somehow a little bit tedious, but it doesn't guarantee you, or let's say it is not a limiting factor to say that you are not going. Of course, you are going to get your visa and go study in Belgium, okay? So just keep watching. Now, for the documents you need to apply for the visa, you actually need, the first document you need is the visa application form. Before you go to the embassy, you need to gather all of these documents, okay? I am breaking it. I will be talking about that now. You need, first of all, the first document you need is the application form, and you can get the application form from the VFS website, all right, online, or you check it from the Belgian embassy website, all right. It is very easy to go, right? I hope so. So in this form, you are going to fill it, all right, fill your details and everything you need to know. You can either fill the form online, all right, maybe you open it online on the internet, you fill it there, or you can download the form, then you print it out, then you use a pen to fill it manually, all right. So these are the two possibilities, but I will advise you to always fill. If you have a way to print the form out and you fill it manually, it is preferable, because that way you are going to take time and you take a lot of caution when filling, all right. Maybe if you are filling online, you can be rushing, which is not nice, okay. So that is what you need again. Now, the second document you need is your international passport. Please, I have always mentioned on this channel that because on this channel we do talk only education and educated related stuff. Or is my English correct or wrong? I may be correct. So anything related to education, you are always going to find it on this channel, all right? So now the second document you need to apply for your Belgium student visa is your international passport. And your passport is, excuse me guys, your passport is not going to, let me say, if you want to apply for this visa, okay, the type D visa to Belgium, your passport needs to be at least 1 year, which is 12 months. Okay, I always say let your passport be 6 months before you apply, or don't allow it to be 6 months to expiring date before you apply. But when you're applying for the Belgian student visa, please make sure that your passport is at least 1 year, 12 months before expiration, okay? Because if you take it, if it is 11 months before expiration, you will not get the visa, all right? The Belgian embassy is strict about that, so you have to understand it and do as they say, okay? Make sure that your passport is at least 12 months plus upward to expiring date. I hope it's understood that way. The next set of document you need is a proof of funds, a document to show proof of funds. In another video, I mentioned, or I will be talking about soon, there are 3 ways you can prove, 3 ways you can prove that you are financially okay. It's either you get a sponsorship letter from your sponsor, which is way 1, or you apply using a scholarship document from your university to show that you have a scholarship, which is way 2, or you put money in a bank in Belgium, and this money is equivalent to 9,100 euros or 9,000 to 9,500 euros that the government want from you. That is the last way, which is way 3. Okay, you can either show any of them. In the video, I'm going to elaborate about that, so make sure you watch that video when you see the notification, all right, about proof of funds. Thank you so much. That is document 3. Another document you need is a medical certificate, all right. When you go to the website of the Belgian embassy, you are going to see a list of maybe state recognized medical facilities that has been put there in your own home country, all right, where you are applying for the visa, because there is a policy. You have to do medical checkup, all right. They have to test your blood, they have to do your x-ray, they have to do so many other tests, all right, that you can imagine. But remember, you have to pay for it, and they have specialist hospitals that they are going to tell you, all right. You will find that on the website as well. They are going to tell you that go to this hospital or this or this or this if you are in this country, okay, to do your test. And remember, you are paying for the test. I do not know how much it costs, but please, before going there, make sure you verify before you go with some money, okay. And remember again, when you have this result, this medical result, make sure you do not open it, all right, because it's going to be in a sealed envelope. There was one time my roommate was applying for a visa to the United States from Ankara, okay. His medical report was in a sealed envelope. You don't open a medical report that is going to the embassy, okay. If you are like doubting what your report looks like, you can ask the medical practitioner or the specialist that conducted the result, but don't open that envelope that has been given to you to give to the embassy, okay. So that is what you need to know. Now, when you go to the website, you are going to see there are a lot of tests there: blood tests, urine tests, x-ray, chest x-ray, and so many other things that you need to do, okay. So that is what is there. And the next set of document I'm going to talk about is the police certificate. In Cameroon, I think for you to do the police certificate, you have to go only to where or the region in which you were born, or otherwise you go to Yaoundé to do it there. I really don't know if the system is still the same, because I did mine one time, I think 4 years ago, and I was supposed to go to the region, but it didn't happen that way, but that was what I was told. So you need a certificate from the police or the district or the police station to show that you haven't committed crimes in your country. You are not a problematic somebody, all right. You are not a criminal, all right. You haven't been locked up, all right. So that is the document they are basically asking from you to get from the police, and it's called a police certificate or police clearance certificate, all right. So you need that document as well before you can apply for a Belgian visa. So you have to be careful now. If you intend to move to Belgium, do not stay away from crime. That is what I used to tell friends: stay away from crime. Now, another set of documents you need are your educational certificates. For example, if you are going in for a bachelor's degree, you need your ordinary levels and your advanced levels certificate, okay. And a lot of schools will want you to present to present your IELTS certificate or your TOEFL score, all right. So these are basically English language certificates. So if you have any of them, you need to provide them. If you don't have, please, I encourage you to get one, all right. The registration is simple. You go to the British Council website, you register, you pay the money, you wait, they will give you a date, you wait, and you go and write, all right. So if you are going for a bachelor's degree, as I said, you need your ordinary levels and your advanced level certificate to apply alongside your English proficiency. If you are from Nigeria, you need what is called a WAEC certificate as well as your English proficiency. Then if you are going for a master's degree, you need your high school certificate as well, and a bachelor's attestation or degree, and the transcript from bachelor's level, okay. Same thing applies for Cameroonians and Nigerians as well. Nigerians will support it with their WAEC, while Cameroonians will support with their ordinary and advanced level certificate if you are going for a master's degree program. In case you are going for PhD, the same procedure: high school documents, bachelor's documents, and master's documents for those going for PhD. I hope it is understood. Alright, so that is what you need to know. Now, but remember that these documents, before you go to apply for a visa, there is something, before I forget, there was one time I was applying for Belgium. I never certified my documents, but I was rejected and told that it's because I didn't certify my documents. And when I went back to the website online, I realized that it was clearly stated that for me to certify the documents. So, before you apply for any university, my advice is always be patient and look very well. Alright, if you can't do it, get the services of somebody like me or any other person who can help you do it. Alright, so that is what I can say. Now, remember these high school documents or your ordinary levels, your advanced level, your WAEC, your degrees, you need to certify these documents. Alright, first you need to take these documents to the Ministry of Education. Alright, the Ministry of Education in Cameroon is the Higher Education Ministry. In Nigeria, I think is the Ministry of Education. They have to certify these documents, and I think maybe you are going to pay for stamps or something, right? If you are paying, of course, take some money with you. Don't go to those places without money, because you never can tell. You may need money for transportation, alright? Then when you certify the documents at the Ministry of Education or Ministry of Higher Education, it depends on the country where you are, carry the documents to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, alright? Am I correct? Yes, it is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs now that is going to do the second legalization, alright? It is called legalization because you make it authentic, okay? So when the Ministry of Foreign Affairs legalize it, as well as I said before, make sure you go with money on you, because if you are asked to buy stamps or pay for something, you just pay, okay? Now, then when you finish from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you need to take the documents. I don't know if you have to book an appointment, but you need to always check before you go to the embassy, verify, especially countries in the European Union. You must book appointments or make a call before they give you an appointment to come, okay? So for the case of Belgium, you have to carry them documents now to the Belgian embassy for them to legalize the documents before you take them to the VFS office, if that is where you are going to be applying for your visa. I hope the information is clear. Now, when the documents are supposed to be legalized, and I think at the Belgium embassy, they will direct you to go pay the legalization fee in the bank or something. So when you are done, you can then go and apply for your visa, alright? And I said before, the visa is called the Type D visa, alright, or student visa to Belgium. I hope that is very clear. Now, at the level of the visa application, being it at the VFS office or the Belgian embassy, but I'm very sure it is going to be at the VFS office, alright? It's just now that COVID restrictions are somehow in Nigeria. Before COVID-19 period, you must go to the VFS office. Even in Cameroon, as I know, I think it should be the VFS office, alright? Because there are a lot of restrictions now, because we are trying to limit the spread of COVID-19, alright? So at the level of the VFS office, when you are applying for the visa, again, check, because you are not going to leave your original documents to the embassy, alright? What they need from you are photocopies alongside the legalized documents, alright? So you may be asked to submit a file of the legalized documents and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 files of the photocopies. So all the information will be written on the website. I am going to put the link down there, so please make sure you check the video description, alright? Then now you can apply for the visa and you move to Belgium. Belgium is a very good country. If you go to Belgium and you are opportune to study in Brussels, to study in Ghent, to study maybe in any other city or any small city or big city, it is an advantage for you, alright? And again, before you go for the visa interview, there are going to be questions that will be asked to you, alright? And in certain cases, you are going to write. Yes, I said you are going to write, alright? Because now, when you go to, there are some embassies where you will not be asked any question. But in the case of Belgium, they are going to ask you questions. Before you leave, they will give you a tracking number to track your passport. And you only know if you have been given a visa to Belgium only when you get your passport. Whatsoever the case may be, if you have been accepted, of course you will be accepted it is good news. But remember, when you are going for visa interview or application, know that questions will be asked to you like, why did you decide to go to Belgium? What is the relation of the course you applied to with your past education? All right, things like that. What do you know about the city where you are going to be applying? Where will you be staying? Okay, will you return to your country after the degree program ends? All right, things like that. So if you are applying for Belgium, you have to be smart. All right, you have to be smart. Look for people who have passed through the same experience before. All right, and especially if you haven't applied for any country in the European Union before or the Schengen zone, they will also need your biometrics. All right, there will be somebody somewhere to take your fingerprint and your details. Okay, so that is very okay, but no problem at all. You should be careful already when these questions will be asked to you. All right, of course they are going to give you a sheet of paper, maybe a sheet of paper like this, so that you can write the answers the question on them. All right, and it's going to take you like maybe 45 minutes or 1 hour. All right, so as I said, you will only know if you have been given the visa only when you get your passport. They will give you a tracking number to be tracking the passport. Okay, so that is what you need to know. The questions you are very important. You will also get questions related to the degree in which you are offering. Why didn't you study this program in your own home country? All right, what will you impact, or what is going to be your impact after you finish this course in your home country? All right, any possible industries that you can work with in your home country. These are some of the questions that you will be asked, all right, at the Belgian embassy or the VFS office, whichever the case may be when you are applying for the student visa to Belgium. All right, I hope you find the information helpful. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up to this video, and do not forget to share and subscribe to my channel. All right, only on this channel you are going to get a lot of educational stuff. All right, remember, please, there is somebody somewhere who need this information I'm sharing with you now. All right, so please share the video with a family member, share with a friend, share with a loved one, so that they can watch and learn as well. Right, until we meet again, this is the Anointing Village boy number 1. Peace.